guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. Today's video is going to be part one of my Louis Vuitton collection. I'm going to focus just on handbags and see how far we get. It will be a multi-part series, I think, because in addition to handbags, I also have some zippy wallets, shoes, and other accessories that I've collected from the brand over the years. Preparing for this video definitely took me down memory lane, because when I look at the Speedy 30, for example, and the Galleria bag, I can instantly remember what my outfits were like, what stage in my life I was at when I purchased these bags. So it's been a very interesting time leading up to sitting down to film this video. And I did talk about in my Chanel 2.55 reissue video, so if you're interested in that, I will have a link below. But I did say in that video that I used to be 100% LV girl. So when it came to luxury items, shoes, handbags, wallets, I would only purchase LV and no other brand. I've stopped eventually and actually stopped purchasing luxury items of this sort for a number of years until I started branching out recently to other brands like Chanel, Dior, and Goyard. But let's get to the first handbag that I want to show you. This is not my first Louis Vuitton handbag, but I'm going to start with the smaller items first and then make our way to some limited edition items that you see behind me. So the first bag I have here is the Monogram Eva Clutch, and I just love the size of this clutch. I love how versatile it is, and because of this classic LV canvas material, it just lasts a long time. You don't have to be too gentle with it, and at the same time you don't have to worry that it's going to get all dinged up. There will be wear on the chain, on the hardware, as well as this plating here, but I mean overall, like I've used this bag quite a bit for traveling, and you can see it's just kind of maintained a excellent condition over the years. I think the most wear you're gonna see is on the hardware right here, the plate. When you look closely, you can definitely see some scratches, blemishes, and a little bit of discoloration. But the chain itself it's not very noticeable. There are no stains inside the bag, and even if there were light stains, I think the color just hides it so well, and obviously the canvas is easy to keep in good condition to clean. There is some aging or oxidization on the strap itself, but overall I'm just generally really impressed with how the bag has been able to get through wear and tear and just generally look like it's in good condition. But about the bag itself, you can, with the strap, because it comes with the strap, you can have it crossbody, and I'm gonna probably try to do some modeling videos with these handbags and have it either off to the side or later on in the video, probably off to the side here, because I love to show you how these can be worn if you're not familiar with the styles. But it also does come with a chain. The chain itself cannot be detached, but the strap can be. So they're just attached to the rings, one on each side. And whether you're going out for an evening or you're just running errands, whether you take this to travel, it's just very, very handy because it's also zipper. So quite anti-theft in that way. And you know, if you have it just on your shoulder and under here, you can always feel the bag. And if it's crossbody, you can position it so that's kind of in front of you and you won't lose sight of it. So this is the Monogram Eva Clutch. Such a classic bag, classic shape, just easy to wear and easy to take care of. You don't have to be too mindful and gentle with it. By the way, because many of these purchases were from some time ago, I did want to quickly show you that all the bags do come in this dust bag, and the classic box, the color of the box, it's been the same for decades before they changed it. They were this color. So, I mean, for those of you who know, you guys know, you probably can like fast forward in the video, but it used to be all just in this color. And I think in the background you can see I have some on display as well. I do like the new color, but I haven't purchased anything since the change, so that gives you an idea of how many years it's been for me. And I hope there's something in the future that would catch my attention and make me kind of look at Louis Vuitton again. Actually, I think very soon here, I'll talk about it in a little bit, they do have another collaboration coming up with Kusama that I am intrigued. I've only seen a couple of items that they teased in their fall winter fashion show that I don't think it's really for me, but the collection is supposed to be huge and there's supposed to be many different items. I'm keeping my eye on that. It's supposed to launch January of 2023. Okay, moving on to the next bag here. So after the Monogram Eva Clutch, this is the Monogram favorite in the size PM, and similar to the Eva Clutch, it does have both the chain that goes over the shoulder and the strap, which you can then wear crossbody or again over the shoulder here. You can remove both the chain and the strap and basically hold it like a clutch. Also, rather than having a zipper up top, it is a flap closure that's magnetized. In the interior, there's another pocket here. This one has seen a bit more wear, and so it hasn't held up as well. But let me hold the Eva Clutch up next to it so you guys have an idea of the size. The favorite can definitely hold more, and the Eva Clutch is more casual for sure. So I'm down to my last small Louis Vuitton bag before we move on here. This is going to be a limited edition bag and also a collaboration, the first collaboration Louis Vuitton did with Kusama Yayoi. Infinity polka dots bag in the pochette style. So very simple bag. You can remove this strap here, and it does have the zipper closure. Now inside, just more polka dots, beautiful. And it has this little space here. I have kept this bag as pristine as I can and it has seen its usage, but it is not a bag that I take out whenever, wherever. When I initially got it, I did use it more often, but over time, especially after each use, and it was going to be a couple of days till I take it out again, I definitely put it back in the dust bag and just make sure that it was not sitting under direct light. It wasn't overly exposed to basically oxygen. So you can see even in the strap itself. So this is definitely a collector's item that I have no plans in parting with. I absolutely love her Infinity, Kusama Yayoi's Infinity installation here, particularly in the yellow and black polka dots. In probably part 2 of the series, when we're looking at another Kusama Yayoi item, I'm going to just show a pumpkin that I got from her museum in Japan that is also black and yellow polka dots. And I have this on display, like on a display shelf in the home, and every time I see it, I'm just like, ah, yes. So huge fan, and again, looking forward to the collection that's coming out January of 2023. This next bag that I have here was the last Louis Vuitton handbag that I purchased before I just took a break from luxury goods in general, and it is the Alma Vernus, so the patent leather, and this is PM. The color is Amarante. This is a gorgeous color because depending on the lighting and the angle, it can appear to be a different color. To me, I see more brown tones from this, but if you look at it in sunlight, it definitely appears more purple, like dark cherry, and you do see specks of sparkle because of the material. And the Alma handbag is Generally and historically, probably one of the most well-constructed handbags from Louis Vuitton, and this is no exception. And I really love the structure of the bag. Also has feet, and you can see there's definitely been some good use of this bag here because of the discoloration, but otherwise the bag has held up really well in terms of structure. And this little detail with the zipper too, on how it's a double zipper, but when they lay on top of each other, they just fall seamlessly, and this little space here allows for, you know, the zipper underneath to like very nicely sit on top of each other. What I like to do with these handbags too when I'm not using them, and for something structured like this, is to put a little bit of something to just prop it up, and that ensures that, I mean, it doesn't get squished where I have it in the closet, but if anything were to happen, at least there's something inside propping up the shape of it. When you open up the bag inside, they do have this little compartment here for lipstick, and then another insert here for cards, but it can carry quite a bit. And generally, I do just carry it like this. If I needed to, I can quickly just switch and hold on to it in one hand. So this is the Alma Vernis. And then there are some keys in here as part of the detail. The next bag is a limited edition handbag, and it is from Louis Vuitton's Riviera collection. This is in the style Gala era. It's a beautiful handbag. It's in canvas, just the colors alone. This handbag was actually not at the store at the time. I was looking through the catalog of what our SA could order in for us, and this absolutely caught my attention. Just everything, the combination of this, the orange here against the red and the purple, the picture of, or the painting of this like marina, the dock, all of it. And while I don't take this bag out often, I did consider when I purchased it, definitely a collector's item that I wasn't going to just keep using and using. I do find that it is quite sturdy because it is of canvas material. Although this leather here being that kind of like cream with a gray undertone can get dirty easily. I've had it, I mean, I've used it a number of times, and I never felt like I had to be too careful with it. It just isn't something that, I'm gonna get to in a moment here, but it just isn't something that is all that nice to carry around. So it's not an errand bag. It's not something you quickly grab on the weekend and just go out. This is more like, I have a look in mind, I have somewhere I wanna go, and a certain outfit I wanna wear. It's definitely very cheerful, appropriate for summer. Whenever I do see this bag during the summer, I'm like, I gotta take this out because this is the season for it. It is quite sizable too, and I put 2 beach towels in here so that I could prop it up in the back. As you can see, it can fit a lot, but it's also quite heavy. And I've never was tempted to use this bag again to fill as much stuff as I can and go from A to B, because even without anything between the leather and the canvas, it's quite heavy. So inside we have this here, so same compartment we saw in the Alma, and then you can put something for easy quick access. And then there is also a pouch that you can zip up for more precious items. Bag also has a button closure, and on the 2 sides we have these large rings here that does say Louis Vuitton on them. I do like that amount of detail. And then the straps of the buttons also say Louis Vuitton. There are also feet on the bags. The strap length can be changed. I have it at the kind of longest setting so that it's easy to put over my shoulder. this slides off very easily. So this is one of the reasons why this is not like a I'm gonna run around town kind of bag. Even without anything in it, if I put pressure on the bag at a certain angle, it just slides right off. What else here? But once again, I do love the hardware and detail. It says Louis Vuitton like wherever possible. So if you're looking for, or at the time when I was looking for something just like something special, something that stands out, this was certainly it for me. And we're down to the last bag. This is also limited edition. It is a collaboration with Steven Sprouse. It is the Speedy 30 in this graffiti print, and it is in the neon or pink coloring. When I saw this bag, when I took it out, I was like, it just gave me the same feeling it did the very first time when I saw it at the store. This, of all the bags I've shown you, has probably gotten the most used when I first picked it up. It was also, I think it was like my first handbag, my first Louis Vuitton handbag, and it was this. The Speedy, now I never actually with the Speedy bought a organizer. If I were to ever purchase a Speedy again, I'm definitely getting an organizer. I don't know why. So here we are again with this wrap here to keep the structure of it. And funnily enough, at the bottom of the bag, there's like a cardboard piece here to keep the bottom structure. So to keep it from, so that when you put heavier things in it, it wouldn't just like droop down. So the structure of the bag is really important to me. It's part of the aesthetics. Generally, I think the bag itself, because I've used it so much, I think like most of everything else we looked at, the condition of these bags just keep pretty well. The only real like notable tarnishing is on the lock itself. So that has definitely changed color a lot, and I think with some polish and cleaning we could change that up, but otherwise I'm just really happy on how it's held up. I do keep this in their dust bag and boxes, so that helps a lot too. I would love an occasion where I have a reason to take this bag out again. In terms of function, the Speedy is excellent. Oh, also there was a time when I would take one of these Eva Clutch or the favorite straps and put it on the Speedy and just wear this crossbody. So fun. I will definitely model that for you guys and put it up next to me, but that was so fun. It was just a time in my life where I think now I'd probably just use the top handle, but there's definitely a time in my life where I'm like, yeah, I can, you know, I can swing it, I can do that. Let's see what else. Oh yes, there is a pouch here where you can put in again any like cards, anything you want easy quick access to. It's fairly easy to miss actually, because when you open up the Speedy, I just reach right in for whatever I need. And let's see what I have in here. Oh, that's so funny. I have toothpicks in there. Toothpicks are important, or floss. You never know, those salads are gonna get you, especially if there's cilantro in them. That is so funny. Well, they're still in the wrapper. They're unused, by the way. Don't want anybody to be grossed out. Well, there's my Louis Vuitton handbag collection. If you stumbled upon this video because you were interested in seeing older Louis Vuitton releases, welcome. Subscribe, ring the bell to get notified every time new content is released, and give this video a thumbs up. I review a lot of luxury makeup, skincare, and clean beauty. I will see you guys in part 2 of my Louis Vuitton collection. Take care. Bye.